Hey family, what's up? I want to share this with y'all because it made me laugh, but it just shows how intentional God is about everything, and He will answer you. And sometimes it's not going to be what you want to hear. I was watching this girl's vlog. Y'all know I love watching vlogs, and she was just being honest about like her struggle with food and comfort and how she relies on food as like her God, and she's trying to ask God for help with that, but she uses food to like cope when things get hard, and so forth. So she said she was talking to God and she asked God to give her the strength of Moses. And she said God responded to her and said you can't even give up Chick-fil-A. And y'all, I thought that was so funny, but it was so honest and so God. And she laughed and she's like, I hear you, God. I need to make some changes. But how often do many of y'all pray for like Moses level strength, Esther level boldness, right? David level favor, but you're still holding on to the things that bring you comfort, to the toxic habits, to the soul ties, excuses, attitudes, addictions, relationships. You want the Red Sea splitting faith, but you don't want to give up your drive-through distractions. We ask God to do mighty things through us, but we ignore the small things that He's asking us to surrender to Him so that He can do something bigger. And God wasn't being petty with her. He was being real. That was His way of saying, I'm not withholding anything from you, but you're not making space for it. So don't ask me for something you're not going to make space for. Somebody needs to catch that. Moses had strength because Moses had sacrifice. He gave up the palace, comfort, his identity in Egypt. And then God gave him the power to lead, but there was a lot of giving up for Moses before he got to that place to lead. He was giving up as a child. Shoot, there was a lot of giving up. But so many of y'all want to skip the calling and get right to the miracles and the anointing. But God is saying, start with what's in your hands or in your mouth or your habits. Start there first. And if I can trust you to give up the Chick-fil-A mentality, then I can trust you to lead people out of bondage. Then I can trust you with this type of calling. Then I can trust you with a marriage. How are you going to handle a marriage if you can't even take care of yourself, baby? Marriage is a ministry. So don't ask God for the strength of Moses or anything else without truly surrendering what's holding you back. What is your Chick-fil-A? What's the Chick-fil-A in your life? Is it a relationship, a soul tie? What is it? Is it a mindset? What's the thing that seems small, but it's standing in the way of what you're praying for? What comfort are you choosing instead of consecration? Let's stop asking for more of God while refusing to give Him more of us. Many of you ask for things and you have not made room for those things. You want the marriage, but you're still stuck in old ways. You still have old habits. You're still struggling with trauma. You still don't trust people, but you want a marriage? Many of you, you don't even have love for yourself, but you want God to send you a partner to love. You can't skip a step. He says to love Him with all of your heart, all of your soul, with everything in you. And then He says to love your neighbors as you love yourself. That means that there's a ladder to this. You have to love God with everything in you, with all of your soul. He teaches you how to love you, and then you're able to love other people. There's a ladder. You can't skip that. Many people ask for friendships, and I've seen this happen with the people around me. They pray for friendship, God sends the friends, and they don't know how to steward that friendship. So that friendship ends up being ruined or strained, and the person's like, peace out, because you don't know how to steward that friendship, and ain't nobody got time for that. Stop asking God for stuff that you don't even know how to steward well. Stop asking Him. Some of y'all are like, I asked God for this, and He's silent. His silence doesn't always mean He's saying no. Sometimes He's saying, work on yourself. Work on this situation, because why would I bring you this blessing for you to mismanage it? Because there's still things that you need to be, there's areas that you need to be strengthened in. That's it. That's all. I got a doctor's appointment, y'all. I just wanted to share that with y'all, but I pray it blesses somebody, and I hope you have a great morning. Bye.